1st of September, and it's time to gather my chosen DNA for bonsai propagation by grafting. My summer grafting season is upon me, and I will pause while removing once more. First, the necessary straightening and sharpening of the blade. In the past years, I've been grafting relatively high, using my rootstock's advantage of fast thickening and fast creating rough, very dramatic bark to develop interesting pines with great lower taper. This is a quite high graft of Japanese red pine, Pinus decimiflora. This whole part will have thick rough bark in 5 to 6 years, while I develop the graft into a ramified canopy in the meantime. This graft is much lower but still somewhat high. By the way, this is ready to be wired in a month or so, just 18 months from grafting. I'll start today with a failed graft. This is an 18-month-old graft that did not make it through its first full sun summer. It's rare, but it happens if the flow of the sap is not fully established. I would say that about 5% of my grafts fail their second summer, which is a summer of full sun exposure. It is the same as the graft union was great, and I can still see green tissue in what's left from the scion. This is my mother/donor plant of Japanese black pine Senjumaru. Eventually I will make this a bonsai tree, but using only this lower branch on the right. All of the rest foliage will become scion for grafting in the next 2 years. For this graft I need a thick scion, as the seedling is already quite thick, so I'll take the very top. This is an ideal scion, very strong, full and quite thick, that can give me a great cambium overlay with rootstock. But this season I've decided to graft mostly very low, just above the nebari, in order to create a good amount of mini bonsai trees. Very sharp straight cut, this will definitely be a successful graft. I'm looking for a nice straight piece of trunk just above the nebari. that is a perfect fit. Now I'm going to do a normal young graft. I will expose the nebari by removing away the topsoil and lift the tree up in the pot for convenience. I recommend minimal root work on the rootstock just before grafting, if any at all. I've chosen a scion with just barely a smaller diameter in thickness. In winter's grafting season this past January, I did a limited testing of vegetable grafting clips. Just two grafts, but both were successful, so I decided to do a bit more extensive testing this season with up to maybe 10 or 15 grafts. This iron was matched perfectly, ensuring cambium contact on both sides. Now, these are the clips I was talking about. For a bit thicker rootstock, I bought a bit bigger clips that seem to keep even better pressure. These clips will save me so much time if they work properly. Now it's time for a double graft. This time I will use one of my favorite Japanese white pine cultivars for bonsai grafting. In double grafts, these clips make life so much easier. This is one of my favorite pines in development. It is so interesting that I can't wait to develop it further. Last January's graft was successful initially but failed in late summer, but I will try again now. It was a Japanese white pine graft. Now I'll try the easier, more convenient Japanese black pine Senjumaru. This is my favorite Mugo pine cultivar, super slow. It is a great tree for mini bonsai pines. So every season I try to graft one or two of them. For this one I won't graft low since this rootstock has an interesting curve already and I'll try to use it in the trunk line. And finally I have a nice and strong seedling for an easy and secure graft. That's an easy and perfect fitment. I'll be surprised if this one fails. It's the time of cyclamen in the garden, but I can't join them as I have 50 or 60 more grafts to do. Thank you for your time.